said, I'm me, there's no one like me. Trying, deep down you trying. What's up, what's up, what's up? It's Paris Hart and Jason Williams. And this week we got two dope musicians. We have Imamm and Fari. Hope I said that right.
Yeah,
Great.
100%.
For everyone out there that doesn't know, they are part of LightCraft, which is a dope band. You know, they make synth pop music, some psychedelic sounds, 80s pop, just a really raw sound. And for everyone out there who might not have heard of them, you have to go check them out right now. So with that being said, welcome.
Welcome to
Hey
the
guys.
show.
Hello guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
No problem. So to kick things off, first question that I have on my mind is why the name LightCraft?
So the story will start off a bit funny, and then it will gradually veer towards the serious side of things. So basically, back then we were the band was formed when we were studying in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. We were studying at uni at the time, and and so we got together. And then we went through a couple of band names, right, Fari?
Yep.
Yeah, a couple of lousy ones. We were called. I think we were called Parallel Lines at one time, and then Tenterhooks.
Tenterhooks. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really crap band names.
They were unique.
Yeah. And so and then we decided to change our band name to something more something easier for the MCs or the announcers to pronounce when they announce our band. So we decided on LightCraft after we voted from a
like
few
25
different
names. So something like 25 names.
About 25 names. And the origin behind LightCraft is that because at that time we used to drive through this particular road, and on that road there was a light shop called LightCraft.
So it's literally a light shop.
Yeah, so we sort of decided upon that. But then again, after some time has passed, and it sort of got a meaning of its own, as in because our music, the main theme of your music is hope, and hope is usually represented by a light, and so we sort of like intertwine them together and say that okay, we LightCraft, we craft light of hope. So, yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So when it came to putting the band together, how was that process like? Was everybody like on board right away? Was there like some hesitations? Talk to us more about the coming together of LightCraft.
I live with Imamm. For like in the same house for like 4 or 5 years, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how we began the band. So
it's sort of like it's a pleasant coincidence, I suppose. So yeah,
I was like living in a sitcom.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Friends. No, not Friends.
Okay, I'm not okay. I'm not your friends, all right.
Yeah, and Fari's Phoebe.
Okay.
So yeah, but, I mean, we that was during our uni time. Obviously, we came at different times, and then it was just a coincidence that I got to stay at the same apartment as Fari, and I was like, I was in a band during high school, and I wanted to continue that band during uni, and Fari played guitar.
Play guitar.
So yeah.
That's how we begin. So yeah, so basically we know each other that well.
Do you?
Hopefully.
Dang. So what's your creative process like when everyone gets together, all your minds are working? Is it a guitar riff that starts it off? Is it a drum solo that starts it off? Like, what's the process behind making your music?
Normally, Imam will start it all. I mean, like he write the song first, and then after like he compile like 2 or 3 songs, and then he bring it to us. I got some new songs. Let's try it, and so we try it in the studio, so something like that. So we try to to find another way to do it, but that's the whole process. Pretty much the same. I mean, like he write the song, and then we try to brainstorm how we're gonna do the song, something like that.
Okay. What was one of your favorite songs to write, like as a group, or like to flesh out in like the studio?
What's the mom?
Um,
Tough question, man.
Usually, I mean, for our live sets, we usually have an intro, and those intros we usually jam it out in the studio, and that's where that's where I guess the chemistry really flows, because it doesn't just focus on what I wrote beforehand. It's something that we really cook up at the studio together. So I guess most of the intros, I think there's one on the third album, Assist All. Yeah, there's an intro called Living Animation. That one we wrote together at the studio, and that was, you could really feel the difference.
But it's still the same, you know. For me, I mean, like I feel the direction is still. I mean, even though we have our own preferences, I mean, in terms of music, but at the end, we have to focus on what we're gonna do. So, whatever Imam wrote, I mean, we have a certain direction that we want to go. So, let's say that pretty much it's when you hear the intro that we put our thought together, it pretty much almost the same as what you can hear in our other songs, something like that.
Okay. Steering the conversation a little bit away from music, you guys do perform a lot. You travel many different countries. Like I feel like almost all the time since you've been performing. What's that been like, traveling? How does that usually go for you guys? And also, this is a side note to the question, favorite country that you visited so far. So what's traveling like, and favorite country?
Traveling is tiring.
An honest answer.
Yeah. Well, it's exhausting, but okay. Yeah, I mean, I second that. It's tiring, but it's also really fun and really enlightening in the sense that I mean, every country has its own culture, and even the ones that we have no idea how to communicate with them, like like in Russia, for example. Sorry.
It seems like you got a funny story.
You got a lot of funny stories.
Lay us on one. Lay one on it.
Which one, Fari?
No, even though there are some like languages barrier, but I mean the music itself. I mean, like, we can communicate to the people. I mean, to the audience through the music. I mean, like for example, in China, we went to China 2019, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And we were told beforehand from our friend that has been there. They told me that you guys need to learn how to speak Chinese in order for us to communicate with the audience. And then we were like trying hard. Okay, let's try. Try our best. At the end, on the stage, I think we didn't even speak any Chinese at all, right? But the funny thing is,
Uh,
the crowd is just responded to the song, and then they even like shouting and then jumping. I don't know. It was fun. I mean, like
That's cool.
they don't need to understand the language. I mean,
I just thought of one of the funny stories that we have.
okay.
So I I don't know if I remembers this, but we were in Russia, right? We were playing at the city called Vladivostok. It's I think it's south of, I think it's a bit in the southern area of Russia, the southern region of Russia.
The
East, was it?
Yeah.
Really? So
Yeah.
it borders with North
South
Korea?
Yeah, North
Oh,
Korea.
it's South Korea. Right.
South and North Korea.
Yeah. So everybody did. We really had it was a rough journey. Basically, we got there at like 1 a.m.
It's what?
Yeah, and then got to
3 a.m.
got to the hotel about 3 or 4 a.m. And when we got there, we were hungry as hell, and then we had to wake up at like 6.
6 or
Yeah,
because
6.
go event at 7.
Yeah, so we barely slept a wink, and they told us that the water will not be running at that time. So we were like filling up the bathtubs just to have a reservoir of water just in case anything happens. And in the yeah. And in the morning, we were all tired. We were sleep deprived. And then Fari and the bassist and the drummer, they had to run a marathon.
Marathon in the morning. In the morning. Yeah.
Like really, it was a marathon too.
A real marathon.
It's like
yeah.
Like 3 or 5 km. Something
you
like
ran
that.
a 5 km after coming in at 1 o'clock in the morning. When do you train?
With no food.
No food.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they had to run a marathon, a 5K marathon. I think the marathon was like was like one of the events that kickstarted the festival. So yeah, they ran a marathon. The keyboardist and I, we got it easy. We had to talk at the conference. So yeah, they really took the brunt, man.
But I didn't
What
run
place
though.
did you come in?
I was
What
just
place you
sitting
came in?
at the side curve. Seriously, I didn't run. I couldn't afford to run.
Just getting by.
But it seems like that you guys do like have a good like teamwork kind of going on. Like you guys know the kind of roles you play. You guys are able to like get through a lot of struggles, like last minute kind of stuff. What would you say is one of the hardest things you had to overcome together as a group?
Facing reality.
Tell us more about that.
I don't know about you, Fari, but I guess it's more like you have to balance things. Like I mean, I don't know, maybe you guys. I mean, Paris, I know you. I seen your music video like a couple of days ago. Sorry, stalker alert. I saw maybe you guys would know this as well. Like to juggle between you know your music and life. It's like unreal. I don't know. I wouldn't say real life, but you know your priorities, your obligations, and you know your day job and all that. And I guess that's the toughest challenge. I mean, for me. But yeah, we're just winging it, man.
Hey man, you guys are flying pretty far on that wing.
For real.
That's a good one. What about you, Fari? Something struggle that you had to overcome?
That's basically the same. I mean, we have to juggle the time. I mean, we have to. There are 4 of us, and then each of us has our own like problems to solve. So I mean, like, but at the end, music is where I mean, like where put us together.
Oh
So,
man, that's so cheesy.
but seriously, that's literally
Yeah,
that we meet up for music, right?
yeah,
That's not a reason.
true.
It's a good reason. Listen, cheesy are cliche for a reason. It's cheesy because everybody thinks it's true. Because some of it is
Yeah,
really true for a lot of people, especially for us. You're right, managing personal life and then trying to do this, and then Paris is doing his music thing, and then I got my own things going on. It's really weird to find that balance, or not weird, but it's a lot of work to find that balance.
yeah,
But
Yep.
sometimes I think I find it, and then I lose it. I gotta find it again because like a new curveball in life, or like
oh yeah.
another event coming or another interview. It's a lot for us, but we make it work.
Dang. So, what inspires your music? I know you said hope, but I really just want to delve into that and like personal reasons, personal events. What really got you drilling that message of hope and prosperity and life to your fans through your music?
Um, I guess, I guess, most of it, most of the songs that we've written together are, well, the most of the songs that I've written are they're usually based on my personal experience or my personal observation, and well, and they inspire my songwriting a lot. Back then, during when when we were younger, love would usually take center stage in terms of the theme. I mean, in terms of the inspiration behind the songs. Breakups, crazy ex-girlfriends. Oh shit, I should have said that. Yeah, and but that as we started to grow older, I guess our minds, I guess we just sort of, I wouldn't say matured because we're still acting like a bunch of little kids even to this day. But I guess we're just more open and more observant, I guess, to the things that happen around us. Like for example, there was this song called "Another Life" that I wrote about. There was this thing with where we had a lot of refugees from the Middle East. They're migrating to Europe, even to the U.S. as well, from Syria, from can't remember. So yeah, that inspired me to take I don't know, sort of a different perspective, not from myself, but from maybe from the eyes of someone who is migrating, from the eyes of a refugee who is trying to migrate to another country to get a better life for themselves. And yeah, I guess, but in terms of hope, I suppose that, I mean, personally, I think Fari would share the sentiment as well.
Yep.
We're always trying hard to look at the bright side of life and just trying to be positive. And everything that I mean, all of that stems from hope. So and then with the world as it is right now, we all need that sense of hopefulness within us, I guess.
Yeah.
Because hope gets us going. That's the reason. I mean, like hope is what we need.
I agree. I feel like there's a lot of things that people don't try to do because they don't have any hope that they're gonna get far in it, or they don't have any hope that they'll get good rewards from it. And it's just like, man, sometimes you just got to do it because you love doing it. You just got to do it for the love of it.
Yeah.
Back to the podcast. How do you guys what's like a normal day for you guys? Wake up in the morning, you go about your personal life, or do you wake up in the morning and it's LightCraft time?
You go first.
Every day, I mean, like me, myself, and Imamm been putting, I mean, a lot in this. I mean, like we try to make this bigger. So every time we try this, it's not, I mean, like, we wake up in the morning and then it's just like a normal day. I mean, like what do you say, like lightcraft is just in our blood, something like that. So we just naturally run with it. I mean, like, there's something like that.
Yeah, I think it's, yeah, I would say the same. Like, I mean, wake up in the morning, like the first thing I do obviously is just check out my phone. Right.
Of course.
And then, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and
Right,
that
check out my
must be
phone.
lightcraft.
Yeah, well, LightCraft and work, obviously. And then that happens all the way through the day.
Okay. So you just kind of start off, and then whatever's on your phone or whatever's happening, go from there, and then you start working. I like that. I feel like, what time do you usually wake up? Does that change every day, or do you have like a schedule? Because I personally don't have a schedule. I'm trying to get one.
So fact.
So are you like are you guys like a morning person or a night owl?
Mom, I am a person. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta get lucky with me. Some weeks I'm up all night. Other weeks I have to be up in the morning. I don't know
Really?
yet. I don't know. I'm not structured enough, I guess. I'm trying to be though. What about you guys?
Imam?
Oh God. Well, I
you
sleep late.
you wake up in the morning, right? I mean, nowadays.
Yeah, I do. But well, I don't. Did you count 9 a.m. as morning? I don't think so, man. 9 or 10? No.
Morning. 9 o'clock is in the morning.
It's not early enough.
It's not like the 6 a.m.ers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been conscious at 6 a.m. I'm always asleep.
So to curve the conversation a little bit, who are some artists that inspired you when growing up to like get into music, or that some artists that today it might even inspire you that you still listen to, or you hear them and like, oh, I enjoy that sound that they make?
Well, I guess you got a lot of. I mean, obviously, growing up, well, I didn't grow up with Fari, so you would probably have his own developmental musical taste. I guess my parents sort of influenced me a lot from when I was younger, but I didn't get into music until I was I think until I was 14 or 15. Before that, I thought music was crap. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I am
what
really
changed
sorry.
your mind?
I thought you started listening to music since you like a kid or something, like your mom's songs or something, like the songs that your mom listened to.
Yeah, I always had music around me. Like my mom and dad are like crazy music fans. My dad would listen to Queen, Radiohead, Duran Duran, all the way to Phil Collins, Robert Palmer, and my mom would listen to, well, basically the same thing, but she's more Michael Jackson, a lot of jazz stuff. Yeah, I guess that I was brought up on that, but I only got into music after I was 14 and 15. I think I was listening to a lot of Britpop, Oasis, that kind of stuff at the time. So yeah, and then sort of like go on to Coldplay and Snow Patrol. But now it's a whole different ball game. We listen to a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
more diverse.
Yeah.
Which you can definitely hear in your music. I feel like a lot of your earlier stuff was definitely a lot more. I wouldn't say like not slow pace, but definitely gave me a Coldplay vibe. And now more like towards today, I'm getting a bit hints of like Tame Impala and kind of like more like a I don't want to say club sound, but it's like a lot more instrumentation, I guess, in the music.
as people get older, we want to, start to get bored of life. No, just kidding. Fine. Go on.
Go ahead, Fari.
Basically, I'm kind way different from Imamm. I mean, I grew up with rock music, but now I tend to listen to like I don't think I listen to Coldplay anymore. Did you listen? I don't even listen to the new song of Coldplay, X BTS.
Oh, with BTS.
Yes,
Right.
I haven't,
No, I haven't
even heard that. Have you guys heard that? No.
You don't listen to BTS? I've heard some songs from BTS, and because I'm afraid of their fan group, I will say how much I love their music.
top listeners. Don't want to get that fan base
always been a fan.
The first album was top notch, man. Well, what was it again? When was it released again? 1988.
We did try to dance like them, though. I mean, like some sort of BTS dancing.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did, man.
Yeah.
Did you guys do do you guys have like a lot of practice time before your shows? Do you guys like always practicing, or you guys just kind of you're good with the flow after you go on stage and just wing it and you're just in the moment?
We need practice, I think. Normally we do it like once a week. I mean, that's how we hang out. I mean, like we hang out in the studio. And we practice at the same time. So normally that's what we do. So whenever but when we got like a show coming up, maybe we're gonna add like another more practice time or something like that. That's how we do it.
Yeah, because I remember watching some of your live videos. You guys are really good. Like at least your stage presence is
Max,
especially.
Well, thanks, man.
And you can really see the chemistry too when you watch those performances.
Really?
Yes.
Oh?
Chemistry?
And then everybody's literally, it's just in the faces. Everybody's literally playing their own instrument, but they're all playing the same song. If that's like a artsy way to put it. You're just really into all your own songs. You're on the tambourine, just and then pick up the mic.
If one of us was playing a different song, he's gone.
100%, yeah.
We haven't answered Jason's question, like on like the music now that we have now is quite different from the previous stuff. I suppose it's sort of like, I don't know, people. We just had this song released called we just released this single called "Don't Fight This Feeling," and a couple of local media has dubbed it like the it's like we're going back to our youth, but but actually we're trying to evolve from how our previous sound was. Just because we've been going at this for quite a while, and then as time goes on, as Fari mentioned, our playlist has become more diverse. So we're listening to more new songs, and we're just trying to experiment and explore our music. And I guess what the result from that is what you said, that club-like song. We just want to dance.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Before we get too old to dance, man.
So.
Hey man.
So for your latest song, what sort of inspired that, and how do you feel about the release? Can you just get in depth about that, about the song?
Actually, the main inspiration behind that song is ourselves, but you know, as we mentioned, we're juggling between personal life and the music, but we're still plugging it. We're still going at it. So that perseverance is sort of like us accepting that this is what we like doing, this is what we love doing. So we're just gonna keep at it. Anybody who says that we're otherwise, who says that we should stop because we're too old or we're not that good, they can just, I'm sorry, F off. Because this is what we like, and this is what we do. As long as you don't hurt anybody else, as long as you don't cause harm on anybody else, then you know it's what we do. I mean, it's what makes us happy, and I think this also. I think Jason, you also mentioned that if you like doing what you're doing, then so you know, just do it. And I guess that's what we're trying to convey from the song, is that to people that, you know, just follow your heart, follow your gut, and always have hope that everything can be great in the end.
It can be a love song too, I think. It depends it depends on how you see the song. I mean, when you listen to it, and then I mean, how you interpret the song. I mean, from our side, it's about our personal matters. But I mean, we again, it for whoever listen to the song. I mean, like they can, if they feel they relate to the song. I mean, just take it as encourage. How to say it? How to encourage yourself to okay, just let's do it. Just let it go. I mean, like whatever you want to do. I mean, just don't hesitate. So because you only live once. So in terms of love, in terms of whatever it is.
Yeah, like so, if you feel it, just kind of go for it. It's just regardless of like what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I really like that message, because a lot of people try talking about age, and I hate hearing that, because somebody say, "Oh, you know, you're too young, or you're too old, or et cetera, et cetera." And at the end of the day, if you look at the great in anything, like the greatest doctor, the greatest musician, the greatest whoever, is not really till their 30s or 40s that they're really on top and they're killing it in whatever industry there is. So for everyone talking bad about age, tell them we don't care. They can just take that negative energy and take it somewhere else. Because at the end of the day, they're just judging because they can't do something that they want to do while you're making music, loving what you do.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it takes time. It doesn't take age. Like you feel me? We put years into it, and then things will come out. That's just really it.
Yeah. I mean, every person's journey is different, but you know.
Where do you guys want your journey to take you? Either yourself personally or LightCraft? Like, where do you see the journey?
The journey
what are your hopes?
Blurry like my background.
Nice. Just taking it day by day. I like
that. Like we said before, we have hopes. I mean, so I don't know. I mean, like better than what we are today, something like that.
Yeah. So each person will have their own hopes and dreams, I guess. But ours, I don't know. At least we don't. At least we haven't wasted the time that we've taken in our lives so far. As long as we make something out of it, we're fine.
You haven't?
No, not yet. I think.
As long you have hope. I mean, like as long we still have hope, we still can go that far.
Like that.
I enjoy the fact that LightCraft doesn't just make the average type of music talking about regular Joe Schmo stuff. I like that your music comes with a message, and that I think is the true definition of art. Is not just saying whatever to get money, whatever, but doing it for the love of it, speaking with a message, and actually delivering that message well. And that's that's why we wanted to have you here. And I think that we just have to give you your flowers now and let you know that we love
Aw.
music, love the messages, and just to keep it going, because it's hard to find authentic musicians in this industry, as well as people that use their platform for great things. So I just want to thank you for that. Just first and foremost.
Wow.
Thank you, Paris. That means a lot.
Thanks, Paris. Yeah.
If there's any last kind of like advice or like powerful words or anything on your mind you want to give off to the audience, the floor is yours. Whoever wants to start.
Imamm advice.
Fari, this is your time to shine, man.
Yeah, keep listen to music and don't lose hope. Is that right?
Yeah, I guess.
You got the right advice.
Yeah. Yeah, always have hope. Like, hope is everything that you need to get by in life. However, whatever the challenges that you face, however tough it gets going, you know, you gotta always have hope. So yeah, just keep positive.
I like that. Well, definitely thank you guys for coming in and talking with us, getting to know us, sharing your message of hope.
Thank you.
It's been a great conversation. You guys are awesome. So is your music.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Where can our audience find you guys at? What's your handles?
Instagram, it will be at LightCraft Music. Twitter at LightCraft Music. TikTok. Oh, we've got TikTok.
TikTok.
Definitely. Oh yeah, man. We're on TikTok at LightCraft Music as well. YouTube, LightCraft Videos. Facebook, LightCraft Music. It's I guess it's, and then you've got the music site you can find on Spotify, on all digital streaming platforms.
All right, well, make sure you guys go check out LightCraft Music everywhere except YouTube is LightCraft Videos. All right?
There you go. You got it.
Hey.
But, before we go, is there anything that you have planning that's coming out soon?
Actually, we've got an online a virtual show at Mondo NYC. I guess that's the festival, showcase festival / conference that's happening in New York in October next month.
What's the date?
God, I can't remember.
20 to 24.
I think so. God damn it!
Sorry. You're gonna be in New York the 20th through 24th?
Unfortunately, no. But we're sending in a pre-recorded performance. So yeah, it's at Mondo.nyc. I think that's the festival's name. Apart from that, we're planning to release another single, I think, before the end of the year, and then another single at the beginning of the year, and then there'll be after that our fourth full album sometime in, I don't know, March, April.
A lot of great content.
Gotta keep active, man.
Absolutely.
For real. So everyone out there, be on the lookout, because there's a lot of great content. You're going to have a song coming before the end of the year, and next year you're going to have a plethora of more content. So be on the lookout for that.
All
right. With that being said, thank you, LightCraft, for coming, and I can't wait.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Paris. Thank you, Jason. Hi, I'm Imamm.
Hi, I'm Fari.
And we are from LightCraft, and we're coming at you live from the heart for the Love of It podcast.